Good morning, everybody. We have been studying about agriculture. So, here you can see a map. But before going on with this topic, with this production, we just go in a flashback and just get into our mind how agriculture came into practice. We have to think in the past, that we can say that we have studied about the primitive substensive farming, that is zooming, slash and burn. The people move from one place to another. Then we studied the intensive substensive farming, where we use of machineries. Then we have studied about commercial farming, then plantation farming. After that, we studied about the rice and wheat. So you must have got all those things in your mind: the area, the condition, temperature, rainfall, soil that are required for the growth of rice and wheat. Similarly, here you can see a map written maize. So today we are going to study about maize. What are the things, conditions? So before that, just looking at the map, what do you see? You see the shaded portion. In this shaded portion, Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, eastern part of Rajasthan, eastern part of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, the northern part of Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and some part of Assam. This is the maize growing area. So now you have this idea, a map, mind map. You can see it, a map that is in your mind, which shows you the maize producing areas. So maize. As maize, it is a kharif crop. So when you read about the kharif crops, when it is grown, when it is harvested, used as a food and a fodder crop. So used as food. So food, we get this seeds of the maize, we dry them up, then we convert it into flour and cook it. Rest, as it says, fodder. Fodder means the green shaft leaves. The other products other than the fruit, the plant itself, is used as fodder, means food for animals. It is cultivated in the states of Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. So you can see that these areas, these states are the major producers of maize. Rest states, they also produce, but the quantity is less. It requires, what does it require? So it requires a well drained old alluvial soil. The old alluvial soil known as Bangar, and new alluvial soil is known as Khado. It requires a temperature between 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degree centigrade. So the temperature varies. Means if you have a temperature of say 23 degrees centigrade or 26 degrees centigrade, then also you can have a good harvest. Means the temperature between 21 to 27 will give you a good harvest. Annual rainfall should be between 63 centimeters to 115 centimeter. So here also means if you have a rainfall of, it says 63, but if you can take it in a round figure, although 63 is a round figure, but 65 to 115 centimeter of rainfall, then also you can have a good harvest of maize. Then one more condition it requires is that there should be at least 140 frost free days. Like 150 is almost every month. You know, you have a month has 30 to 31 days. So if you count only 30 days, so 140 days, so it almost makes 5 months. So at least for 5 months there should be no frost. The conditions. Now other things also, it says in, we already mentioned out here Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, mentioned it, Kharif crop. In Bihar, maize is grown in Rabi season as well. So means this maize is grown in both seasons, Kharif and Rabi and Kharif. Where? In Bihar. The production of maize has increased with applications. Application means with the requirement, conditions, seeds, applications of modern inputs like HYV seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation system. Like in Bihar, every year it has been flooded. Rivers from north Nepal side or the mountains, Himalayan mountains, they come down, they bring a lot of water. So a good canal system has been built in this area, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. So these are the things, requirement, conditions for the growth of maize. You can again analyze the states that have been mentioned. Here is now we are going to take millets. Now what comes under millets? So jowar, bajra, ragi, other crops are also included in millets. So here we are going to look at the map of India and find out where these crops are grown, millets. So here you can have a look at the map. Here millets 3 are given, that is jowar, bajra and ragi. We are going to study them one by one. So look at the shades that are given out here. The shades, that is jowar. First we are going to look at the jowar. So jowar is in pinkish color. So here it's all shown in pink, but it shows without any interference, plain pink color. So here you see the pink color, that is plain. So you can understand, okay, this is the area. Not only this means everything, but here is a major area which grows jowar. You can see the dash linings out here, which shows ragi also, means here you can see ragi in this area. So this pinkish color is for jowar. Now here we are going to look once again what we have studied in this class also, requirement for the maize, and in the last class for rice and wheat. So here we are going to look once again for the conditions that are required for growing jowar. So in millets we have 3: jowar, bajra and ragi are important millets grown in India. As being agriculturist people, farmers, we know then why they are important. They are also known as chorus grains. Their nutritional value is very high. So now as you watch television and all, there are people who are giving ads for millets. Now they are coming in biscuits, chips. They give values, nutrition values. If you are going to have these type of products, you and your son, your family is going to grow and healthy. So very first, Jowar. So it is the third most important food crop in terms of area and production also. So we have already studied, first was rice, second important product was wheat. Now the third most important food crops. You can look at the area wise and production also. So already looked in the map. Maharashtra is the largest producer. Now, producer of what? Producer of jowar. So, Maharashtra is the largest producer of jowar. The other areas where that are producers of jowar are, so you can say the jowar is grown in the states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, So very first largest producer is Maharashtra, then followed by that is Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Now what are the requirements for the growth of jowar? So we can say the geographical conditions that are required for the growth of jowar are, it means jowar. We are dealing with jowar, so that we are being used it, as we are going to, it is being used accordingly. Requires mean monthly temperature of 18 degrees centigrade to 32 degree centigrade. So now here you can see the variation almost of 14 degree, 18 degree to 32 degree. So temperature varies. The difference between the two, the upper limit and the lower limit is 14 degree. It is a rain-fed crop. Means after the already used out here, it is a rain-fed, means whatever the rain that we get during the month of May, June, July, August, after that this crop can grow, means it does not require much water. Jowar grows well in moist, means where there is more moisture. Moist area which hardly needs irrigation. propagation. So very easy, basic things what you have to learn. You have to remember few things. Very first, area where it is being produced, temperature, rainfall, soil if given. At least three you have to be very perfect, that is area, temperature and rainfall. Very little things to learn, and you can score more with these limited things instead of learning extra and extra. Okay.